Well, g'day, Flatties and reality defenders. This is the legendary Critical Think from Down Under. Thank you. Today is day 5 of the Bitcoin Challenge. Let's hear it again.
You can win 3 Bitcoins from me for 1 globe proof. All you got to do is watch the daily video every day. There's a new video every day, just for like 2 weeks while you're having your breakfast. Tea, coffee, whatever. And at the end of that, send me 1 proof and you win 3 Bitcoins.
Sounds pretty easy, doesn't it? Well, yeah, okay, well, maybe we should get our cup of tea or coffee. But anyway, here's our video for today. International Fake Station is this video. Now, thankfully, there is a guide because this one is only short. And, well, I think we can play this one at normal speed and we'll see how we go. So, housekeeping first. Don't forget to like and subscribe. My GoFundMe is in the description. Donations are much appreciated. And this will help me get through this next week. Thank you. And the final experiments, the link is in the description. Now on with the video. So this one, as the title suggests, it seems to be about NASA fakery. Now, okay, so what do we got here? We got HST equals Hubble Space Telescope. Right, got it. So let's look at this.
It continued to stay with us through the rest of the flight, and we called it our morning star because we would see it every morning when the sun was reflecting off of it. And we'd like to...
Okay, so that's it? That's supposed to be an example of fakeness of some kind? Where was the explanation? Why is that fake? Okay, is this supposed to... What are we both supposed to do? Guess? Where's your proof that that's fake? Just playing a couple of seconds of a clip, probably a cherry-picked clip like they all are. What? That's supposed to be evidence of fakeness? What's the idea here? I guess most of the flatties are simple-minded. They'll just look at that and go, oh, fake. All right, that was nothing. Oh, what's this one?
Compliment NASA on the orbiter model that they got for us to take these pictures.
Yes, okay. I still don't understand. So this woman is making a joke about an orbital model. So it's clearly a joke. Everybody's laughing. And I think that the flatties here are trying to imply that they've used a model in this clip. And of course there's no explanation with any of these things, like how they determined that they use an actual model. But anyway, somebody makes a joke and they make a big thing out of it. Doesn't mean the Earth's flat. Right, so I'm going to have to skip the intro. There's music there. I don't know if it's copyright or not, but the author of the video says that that's him playing the music. So obviously he's a very talented musician, but they should give up on the science denial because they don't know anything about science and they should stick to the music, or that's what they're good at. But anyway, we'll have to skip ahead. Right, there we go. Eclipsing the Truth. Well, that's an appropriate title. All these flatties do hide the truth. They cover it with lies. So eclipsing the truth is very appropriate here. Right, I cannot 100% verify yet whether these statements here are factual. I've just got 1 day to produce these videos, so I don't have the time to totally research everything. But the facts behind this are mostly correct as far as I can tell so far. Okay, there's not actual footage. No worries.
Conveniences of home.
It's part of a promo video.
Except here, there is no gravity.
Yes, okay. So that's a bit of fake footage. I think that's a little bit obvious myself. I mean, it's very good quality. Everything's nice and clean, totally pristine environment. Yes, the real world is not like that. And it's actually quite a good piece of however they did it in those days. I don't know. But you see, there's no glitches, right? Important.
Scientists in the U.S. lab.
Nice. That one doesn't seem to have wires either. Although maybe they could have done it with wires. Okay, so that's the obvious fake one. And I guess what they're trying to imply here is just because something can be fake, that means it must be fake all the time, which is, of course, a fallacy. But anyway, let's see what they got.
8.5 minutes to get to space, 2 days to rendezvous with the ISS, and then we are living in space. And it's not about floating around, it's about flying.
Yeah, I think so. Yes, there of course are similarities.
Eight and a half minutes to get to space, 2 days to rendezvous with the ISS, and then we are living in space. And it's not about floating around, it's about flying. 8.5 minutes to get to space, 2 days.
So this is a very, very short clip. And the other one, of course, it's difficult to tell, but it does look a little bit manufactured, the other one. So this one, you can tell, all right, first of all, the environment is different. The other environment is very tidy. And this one, the environment here is very untidy. And the video is not so clear, right? You get some artifacts, which is quite normal on a real video, but not normal on a fake one. So I'd say at best this is inconclusive. There's no real evidence that this here is fake footage. Just because the other footage exists is not proof that this is fake.
Living in space, and it's not about floating around, it's about flying.
Yes, the reason why we dismiss the idea that modern video effects are being used is because it's a preposterous idea mainly, and there are other technical reasons, like it would be almost impossible to generate the volume of videos that appear today, to generate them with CGI, and what would be the point? Again, there's no point in doing this just to satisfy a few people, flat earthers. Flat earthers are the only ones that don't believe. And for most of the people on the planet, there's no real reason to fake this footage. No real reason at all. The flatties just make up this conspiracy.
I read somewhere that you always knew your lines whenever you had a job in the acting profession. I have tried to always know my lines, whether it was as a fighter pilot.
No, what they're trying to do here is to cherry pick a few clips and that, trying to make out like this guy's an actor. So there's not a full context here. We just get a little bit. He could be talking about anything. We don't know. We don't know what the context is. So this looks like another disingenuous cherry-picking exercise, but let's carry on.
Or as an astronaut or as a test pilot.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, yeah, I really did see the humour in that. Not. Okay. Let's hear it.
Here he comes. B. Alvin Drew, first EVA. What are you going to do now, Al?
Gonna have dinner like a quarter horse.
How was it?
That was awesome. Oh man, that was great. The views were outstanding.
You looked fantastic out there. Looked totally natural.
I was faking it really well.
Faking it a little bit? All right, go get some food.
All right.
So he was faking being natural. That much is obvious. And also there, did you notice there, you couldn't see the wires? There couldn't be any wires because he's got the ceiling above him all the time. All these other places where they say, oh, look, they've got wires, but where they've got no wires, what do they say there? Oh, he said he's faking it. But he wasn't. I mean, you'd have to be missing quite a few neurons to think that he was faking the spacewalk there. She asked him a question about, you made it look that natural, and he made a joke. So this is the second joke right here. It's obvious that flatties have no sense of humour. You can't make jokes around them because they'll use that as proof, the earth is flat because this person made a joke. Yes, that's right, that's what they do. It's like you go up to an aeroplane pilot and you say, oh, mate, I've got a PPL, I was just wondering, do you think that the earth is flat? And the aeroplane pilot's going to say, oh, yeah, mate, it's flat, don't worry about that. Of course they're going to say that. They'll make a joke because flat earthers are idiots. They're going to make a joke. So these people, you think, what, nobody makes a joke in their lives? The flat earthers will pick that up, a joke, and then turn it into something it's not. This is a joke. Hello? Anybody home? Ugh.
Here he comes. B. Alvin Drew, first EVA. What are you going to do now, Al?
Gonna have dinner like a quarter horse.
How was it?
That was awesome. Oh man, that was great. The views were outstanding.
You looked fantastic out there. Looked totally natural.
I was faking it really well.
Faking it a little bit? All right, go get some food.
All right.
You looked fantastic.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Fantastic out there. Looked totally natural.
Totally natural.
Faking it really well.
Yeah, he was faking the natural.
All right.
I was faking it really well.
Yeah, just faking the natural.
I was faking it really well.
And so it's not that much different than just being on a long business trip. And training as an International Space Station astronaut takes you all around the world for years. So in truth, it's a 4 or 5 year period.
Oh, look at that. How did that microphone just stay there? What's that? So he's just talking about something, takes his hand off the mic, the mic just floats there. How did he do that?
Of which 5 or 6 months you're in orbit, but
maybe somebody needs to rise up and say, hey, we need to audit.
Here we go. This is a good one.
Everything about NASA. How did you guys lose the most significant data of all of human achievement?
Well, no, they did not lose the most significant data, but we'll get to that.
You know, somehow we managed to hold on to the blueprints for creating a car or an airplane or a helicopter, but the most significant achievement of all of humanity, sending men to the moon, landing them safely, and then recovering them, and you've lost all that information?
No, that's a lie. They did not lose all that information. There was some Apollo 11 telemetry data that was, they think it was accidentally overwritten because it was archived on some tape somewhere, and because, well, maybe it was because of budgetary restrictions that they had to recycle some of the tapes. So they lost some of the data, but they still have like 95% of the data. So this guy is all indignant and everything and making a point out of this. It's a nothing burger again, nothing burger. And they've also, they did lose the CCTV of Armstrong on the moon and that. But see, other people had made copies. So we got copies of that data. We don't have any copies of the telemetry data from Apollo 11. And we also still have the moon rocks and all the reports, most of the reports about the analysis of the moon rocks. People are turning up schematics and all that. And so no, not everything is lost. This is a lie, as usual.
Stop all funding for NASA right now. You get $0 until you explain what you've done with all of our money.
Commander, first of all, tell us where you are in the International Space Station right now. I mean, you got wires everywhere. It looks kind of like just part of an airplane or something like that. But you're how far in space? How fast are you going? And where are you right now?
And you see,
what was that? Why was that significant? Was they would just pause a little bit before he spoke? What happened after that? Did he say something, or they're just trying to make out like he didn't have an answer to the question? They cut that very short. I think that was a deceptive and cherry-picked cut. What do you reckon? I'd like to know what happened after that. But there's so many hours and hours and hours of footage of the ISS. How do you find something in particular? But anyway, maybe someone will know about that one. They always pop up. Somebody's done the research somewhere. But anyway, let's got the next one.
Yes, now, I mean, we're not really standing here.
Okay, again, very few seconds, cherry-picked, no context. So, again, this is no proof of fakery. No, they may not be standing there. They might just be floating, sitting down, floating. So if I was sitting down like that and not standing, I would say I'm not standing here. So really, this is pathetic. We want to see the whole clip, the whole concept, some explanation of why this is proof that NASA fakes things. There is none. You see, they expect you to make the inference. These flatties, they just show you something and then they want you to, your mind to wander to bad places by itself. But anyway, I see nothing here that would cause me to think that NASA is fake.
Here, clay fitting or reconfiguring the node. And here a little bit of experiment that was put up by the Italian Space Agency. I'm launching a ball that doesn't exist there, so it's kind of funny. And then, and here...
So, again, no context, right? He said he's launching a ball that doesn't exist. It's true, he is, but you can also see that he's got this special equipment on his arm. He's got a wire gun there. So this is obviously generating some kind of telemetry or something. All right. So the fact that he doesn't have a ball is probably part of what he's doing. I don't know. I don't know the context. But if you said to somebody, we're doing an experiment, we've got this glove on your hand, and we want you to, throw a ball that doesn't exist. We want you to make that movement. Who's to say that's not what it is? It looks very much like it to me. An out-of-context, cherry-picked clip again? Oh, dear.
A little bit of experiment that was put up by the Italian Space Agency. I'm launching a ball that doesn't exist there, so it's kind of funny. I'm launching a ball that doesn't exist.
Well, if you were told to launch a ball that doesn't exist, yes, it would be kind of funny. It makes perfect sense, really. So, no, this is not evidence of any fakery, not at all. And why would they publish this, right? If this was faked, why would they publish it that the ball is not without the ball? I mean, you've got to fire those people who are making the CGI. Oh, look, you forgot to put the ball in. You're out of a job. Yeah, I doubt it.
I'm launching a ball that doesn't exist.
You've poised that perfectly as an actor.
Clipped, very short clip, cherry-picked the buggery out of that. Right, so we have to infer from that somebody said actor, that all the astronauts are actors. Yeah, good one. Yeah. Oh my God. Trying to imply they're actors. Well, that's it. Thankfully, that one has ended for today, and thankfully it was short because I don't know how much of this I can take, but we're getting through it. Well, thanks very much. This allows me time today to get on to some more important tasks, and we'll see you tomorrow.